Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Remember, that's an counteroffensive declared by the Ukrainian armed forces, and they sometimes say how they hit this target and hit this target, but I failed yet to find articles saying that they liberated areas of the so far occupied territories by the Russians and their, as they say, collaborators. But nevertheless, I find the opposite. I find that actually the Russians are able to advance west, and they don't tell you that. They don't tell you, hey, the Russians conquered this, the Russians. You have to figure out and make a little bit of effort to figure out, okay, they say they took over this place. Where is this place? And you look on the map and you realize this place is west of where they were. And then the next time you find out, oh, they did this over here. They are over here right now. You have to look on the map and see where that is. And you realize they were here. Now they're here. So they're advancing. In some areas probably they're stopped, and you can't always win. But this article that I have here shows me that the Russians actually are advancing, or at least are taking over certain positions that are very important strategically, I would say. This article comes from Ukrainska Pravda from July 30th, 2022, and this is the title: Kherson Shipyard seized by Russian occupying forces. And I looked over the map on the map, and it's obviously on the other side. It's westward. So it says here that it says Smart Maritime Group, SMG, a major Ukrainian shipbuilding holding company owned by Vadim Novinsky, a former member of the Ukrainian parliament. So over there is the same as here. You got money, you please rule for us. Has announced that it has lost control over the Kherson shipyard. Now you have to understand that these are euphemisms. Lost control. What do you mean? They came and they got in and they got your shipyard, and that's theirs because they advanced over there and they took it, or took control. Like what? All right, let's see what happens here. Currently, unquote, currently the soldiers of the Russian Federation are prohibiting the administration and employees from entering the territory of the shipyard. That means they occupied it. That's the word. The Director General of SMG has appealed to all law enforcement agencies and the security services of Ukraine with a statement about the seizure of the enterprise. So who's having an offensive here, a counteroffensive? All operations of the Kherson shipyard were halted on the first day of the Russian occupation of the city of Kherson. When all staff were kept on the payroll and received financial aid. Most recently, only security workers responsible for the physical security of the facility and ensuring the agency of the physical security facility and ensuring emergency services were in good order remained on the territory of the shipyard. No SMG staff remained on the territory of the shipyard following its seizure by Russian forces. So SMG has told Ukrainian law enforcement that a Turkish ship and its crew are now located in the shipyard. And then it says that their fate is currently unknown. They're Turkish, so they're good, because the Russians will not do anything to them. Background: on July 8th, Verkhovna Rada, Ukrainian parliament, voted to strip Novinsky of his mandate as a member of the parliament. Why is that? Because he's collaborator or what? So it seems like the Russians are making so when you invade a location, let's say a city, a town, you want to make sure that you secure the premises, which means secure the area from any military attack. That means you want to make sure it's safe. And after you do that, or in the same time as you do that, you go and pick up the leaders of the community, or the mayor, whoever, the commissioners, whoever are over there, and you make sure that those guys are under your control. Or if you don't, and if they're not under your control, you kick them out and you put your own people over there. You want to make sure that the communication systems are not tapped by your enemy, and you you put your own system of communication that you think it's secure, so you don't use the old one. Now when you have the leadership, the perimeter, under your secure administration, you have the area, the political administration in your hands. Then you start with taking care of the industry and whatever it's over there, and make sure that all that industry, all those factories will not go, we don't have connection and help the enemy. You turn everything towards you. So this is probably what's happening right over here. Little by little, but in order to get to that point where you say, okay, this company has to work and get attached to our industry, our economy, then you want to make sure that they work for you. How do you do that? Again, the same thing as you did with the politicians and with the leaders of the community. You go over there and you say, okay, you have two options, one with us or against us. With us, you got to work and do these things, A, B, C, D, blah, 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 infinity. Without us, you're going to get out and we're going to appoint some of our people. So what are you going to do? So this is, and in order to be able to do that, you have to have the other areas covered already, the other 2 points: military or safety. Second, the leadership of the political administrative departments, or you want to make sure that it functions the way you want it to function, and those guys are your people, not those people. And then you go to businesses, the big businesses, the shipyard, which is a big enterprise, and you want to make sure they're yours. But if you have other fighters, if you don't have control over the area, you can't do that. So obviously the Russians have right now full control of it, and they feel confident that they can seize it, and then they will transfer it to their economy and their economic whatever they want to use it for. Obviously they want to use it for as a shipyard. What can the Ukrainians do? Destroy the shipyard so the Russians cannot use it. That's the only thing they can do if they want to pinpoint it, bam, 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 and use missiles and rockets. I think that's the way. That's where they are. And this guy, who the former, Rada parliamentary, he got kicked by those guys, so they can't use him as a political, bargain chip. Or maybe he's just he decided that I'm gonna stay in control, under the control of the Russians. I'm gonna keep my money. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna collaborate with the new administration, which is gonna be Russian, and I'll still make my money. And bye bye, you guys. So that's that's basically what he could do. But the fact that these guys sees it and it's under their control tells me that everything else is already covered. So they feel comfortable, that they can push forward or further where they cannot be hit and cannot be attacked through a counteroffensive. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.